Okay, so this video, because everybody's been asking, we have not written down the 50 questions because Paul thinks that's excessive. I know you guys say you guys want to get to know each other, go get to know us. And I know sometimes you guys say, damn, Candace is Speedy Gonzalez. I'm so sorry, okay? But anyways, question number 1. How old are you?
Ooh, I'm going to say it, but I'm going to put between 30 and 50. So I'm going to say, a man never reveals his true age.
You could have said younger than 40, older than 35.
Hey, that makes it interesting.
Okay, what is your... Okay, so one of the questions you got wrong that I kept on laughing on our Whisper Challenge was, are you a Dallas Cowboy fan?
Oh, yeah, I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan. Big time. Dallas all the way. Dallas all the way.
Are you happily married?
Yes, I am.
An A part to that. How long have you been married?
15 years.
Oh. What's the worst thing you've done in your life?
What's the worst thing I've done in my life? In general or like now?
Like your whole life since you were born. Like, did you beat up people when you were younger? Did you go to jail? Did you get traffic tickets? Did you murder somebody?
No,
did you do
nobody.
drugs? Did you start drinking at a young age?
Tagging.
Tagging?
Yeah, because that's not right. Ruining, messing up people's property. That's just
Okay, so
wrong.
that's the worst thing you've done. Okay. What did you want to be when you grew up? I know you're already old.
I was debating when I was growing up. I clearly remember to this day. It's kind of awkward. I can remember other stuff that I don't need to remember in my past, or though I can't remember some stuff. But the most would be between a cop and a mechanic. And my teacher asked me the same thing. I believe it was my teacher that asked me the same thing. I chose police officer.
I say zoomed in too much to your boopy. What's one of your greatest accomplishments?
One of my greatest accomplishments. Well, sort of my semi accomplished for me is because I still need to accomplish another obstacle. Well, a couple of things. Sorry, let me get to the straight point because you probably don't want me to ramble, guys. One, I got my degree in business management and human research. That's my bachelor's, and being a supervisor for a retail company.
So this is getting to know each other. So it's not like you have to answer the question. You could like give a little bit of background if you want, because this is getting to know each other. This isn't the 50 question.
Gotcha.
All right. What is your least? Okay. What is your most regrettable thing that has ever happened to you, or something that you thought was challenging, but then it became not like you really wanted?
Became challenging, but didn't want it.
Or something that you regret ever happening in your life. That it was like something big, but then it just like messed up. So like, what's your regret? What's your regret? In other words,
Well, you can't regret anything no more, because if you live in regret, you're not moving forward. So at this point, I don't have nothing regretting anything. Something that I would not. It's not that I didn't want to. It was challenging. Was being a supervisor. I was just. I knew the stuff, but I just got thrown into the wolves, and my peers. Out of my whole peers, only one person supported me, and that was my coworker, Robert Aurora, and the main manager. We know each other since I started with the company, and those are the only ones that helped me out. But other than that, I didn't regret it, but it's just like there was no direction for me. Like, they didn't tell me Other people then tell me, hey, you're doing this wrong. They did. They took their time. Towards the end, they took their time telling me, hey, this is what you need to do. This is the way you need to work it up. And I say towards the end is because, unfortunately, I had to step down because I got diagnosed with cancer back in 2013. And I just had started in around October 2012, being a supervisor. So it was not that much of a year difference. A year towards...
It was only 6 months.
6 months. So I didn't have the kind of directions. When they got to me to get my direction, it was already closer towards after the holidays, the beginning of the year, like beginning of January, around there. That's when it started. But if I would have had more feedback, like they told me, don't ever expect compliment, but a little bit more feedback and a little bit more guidance, just a little bit more, then I maybe would have been a little bit more successful. But
okay, I thought you were gonna say your regret was not finishing college on time, or not getting married the first time. Like, I thought that was gonna be your regret.
Well,
but I
that
guess...
wasn't like they didn't want to go that route, but now that she brought it up, because I didn't want nobody to know that part. Yeah, the other one was getting married. I got married after 3 months, knowing this person, because
you don't have to give explanation. It's just I thought that's what your biggest regret was.
I'm not gonna go into details because that's just don't want to bore you guys. But a family member of mine painted it so beautifully, being married, and that was awesome. And I was dumb and naive. So, and then my school from there and then from there I had so many jobs at that time, because really being married at a young age, nowadays people make it seem it's fun. It's not fun being married at a young age. It's not. It's a lot of responsibilities. Right now that I'm getting older, there's still a lot of responsibilities. So it wasn't fun. So yeah, that's my I can't regret it because I gotta move forward, but that was my regret back in the day. It was.
I was trying to take all the pictures out of the film.
Oh.
So I need you to move a little bit more.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to take all the pictures out. Because we're not ready for people to... Or now I'm going to have to zoom in. And I keep on zooming into, like, your chest area. I don't know why. Okay,
Just don't... It's not uncomfortable, guys, that, asking these kind of questions, but is that... Don't want to get too personal. That's all it is.
That's fine.
I just want to keep it straight, simple.
That's fine. What would you want to accomplish in the next 5 years?
Hopefully, by the time I turn, I'll tell you guys the truth. By the time
he turns 40, yeah. Okay, go for it.
That's what I was gonna get to. I have my experience of human resource. I mean, right now that I'm out for surgery, I should be taking time of typing, which is still kind of hurts mobilizing my arm, but I'm at 3 days of therapy, today, tomorrow, and Friday. Hopefully by next week I can make a schedule with a type, and then be out of El Paso. Definitely be out of El Paso. Live somewhere nice and cold. Living here in the heat, it's kind of ridiculous living in the heat. A lot of people come from heat to heat because they're used to it. Yeah, you're used to it. You don't. How can I say? They get to comfort zone in their heat. I'm gonna put it that way. If you're coming from somewhere nice and tropical, and you get to here, they complain about it, but after that, they love being here. It's like, okay, you're getting comfortable with the weather. You're not getting comfortable because they still complain. It's not a good paying job here. It's a lot of issues here still. So it's like jumping from an issue to another issue. The way they talk about it. Other people that come in here to El Paso, it's like, oh man. But this is older people, veterans, retirees from other companies like it. But we like Colorado, where it's nice and cold. We thought about going to California, where it's nice and tropical, but it gets humid. We went there the last time we went there in the summer. I could turn on my car like, it's brand new, guys. It's brand new. It's like being here in El Paso. You turn that sucker up cold, and you could barely feel the cold because that's how humid it gets over there. And in Colorado, yes, like they say, there's trees, so it's supposed to get humid, but not as humid. It's just the elevation. You gotta think about the elevation too. Other question.
I have 3 more questions, but you already hit the 10-minute mark, so it's my turn.
Oh, okay. See. Oh, okay. Wow, that zoomed in too much, but I'll zoom it to your face away.
You can zoom out. You can zoom out. It's just I was trying to.
Oh.
You know how to zoom out?
Yes, I got it. I could see everything in the background.
Okay.
Okay, now.
So as soon as you ask me the first question, look at what time it is, and I get 10 minutes.
Okay. So has to be a total of 20 minutes in this. Right? Because it's at 10 minutes and 40 seconds now.
Okay, so if you ask me a question at 11, then we have to stop it at 20.
Okay. Well, let's go with this. Do you regret anything in your life?
Yes.
Anything? What do you regret?
I regret getting married at a young age because of things that happened to me in the past. Next.
Okay. What is your accomplish in the next year?
In the next year, I hope to use my bachelor's in management and human resource to get a good job and, at least be in HR or at least a manager. And then in the next 5 years, hopefully be the top HR in running a company.
Okay. How old are you?
I am in my 30s, between 32 and 40. And when I say married, I don't mean married to Paul. I was married at a young age, and I'd rather do that on my story time video. So just, yeah.
I didn't ask that, guys, because I just didn't want to get into that. So
Yeah, but I don't want people to think, oh, you regret marrying Paul. No.
okay, let me see.
He's the love of my life, my little snooky mookie.
Sometimes, like every marriage, they have their ups and downs.
Yeah, go for it.
Let me see. Are you currently working?
No, I'm not currently working. I'm on workman's comp, but I think I have a feeling that they closed my case without telling me, so I'm going to start looking for a job. The only thing is right now that he's injured, I don't have any way to take care of him, drive him around, so we got to figure that out.
Just to let you know that workmen's comp are assholes. That's all. She could tell you in her little story why. Excuse my language.
Okay, next.
What do you expect from our YouTube page to be at in the next? I'm gonna be realistic. It's a baby in 3 months.
In 3 months, I hope to have at least 100 subscribers, followers that come to my page, look at my video, like, criticize. Not criticize, because I like feedback. I like positive feedback. I don't like negative feedback like, oh my gosh, he's fat. Oh my god, he's an ass. Oh my god, they're stupid. That's negative feedback. Positive feedback is like, okay, I think you guys need to tweak this a little bit. I think you guys should cut this, or I think you guys should get this graphics, or this editing. I think you guys should buy this camera. Stuff like that, or you know what, I think you guys should do 3 videos a day, or instead of doing 3 videos a day, you guys do a whole 45-minute video of different things, stuff like that.
Let me see.
You guys made anything personal like I asked you.
My personal after just... let me see.
Like, what's my favorite ice cream? Ooh, my favorite ice cream?
That's it herself.
My favorite ice cream is mint chocolate chip ice cream. But if I could have an all pistachio ice cream, that would be great. But a lot of the pistachio ice creams back in the day were pistachio, just pistachio. Now it's pistachio with almond, and I don't like that. It has a little ugly taste to it, the aftertaste. So if I could have an all pistachio ice cream, that would be super good. But I can't, so I get mint chocolate chip.
I don't know how that guys will taste because I'm allergic to almonds. So, let me see. I got it right now. It's a two-parter. Before we met,
Yes.
do you regret any of the jobs that you had?
No. I had pure fast food restaurants before I met you. Except my first job, I was 14 years old and I was working for the Department of Human Services as a secretary. I loved that job. I loved helping people. I still love helping people, and that's one thing that I think I'm going to do. I think the day I want to do a day of worship. Worship meaning my God. And if you want to tell me something about your religion in the comments, we could talk about it. Or I could do a live and you guys could ask me questions. Or, you know, like, I don't want it to be a debate. That's one thing I don't want it to be debate. I am a person that loves all religion because that's your religion. That's what you believe. Don't tell me crap about mine. I won't tell you crap about yours. Even if you do tell me crap about mine, I'm not gonna ever talk bad about any religion because that's your spiritual or the way you were raised. So I'm never gonna do that. But the day that I do there's a YouTube couple and they're actors, Carlos and Alexa Penavega.
Which they're not sponsoring this?
No, they're not sponsoring this. I'm trying to reach out to them to see if we could do a live back and forth worship day once every 6 months or something, because they inspired me a lot to get back into my religion, and I love the way they had word of wisdom. I love that, so I'm trying to reach out to them. Pray. So, but they're not sponsoring this, but shout outs to them, Penavega family, with your little new ocean baby. But I do want to do that. And the day I do that, I do want to talk about tolerance. And tolerance meaning military tolerance, mental illness, depression, physical handicap, stuff like that. Because I don't like the way people are talking to my followers or subscribers on other social medias. And I want to be, I don't want to say an advocate because I will never ever be a great advocate like all these other people that are advocates. But that's one thing I do want to help change a little bit.
So, yeah, she's like me. We got off subject. I asked her one subject and she went to everything else.
Did you ask me?
If you regret one of your jobs and then you went from there to... No, but you talked about one job and then you went to religion.
No. You asked me if I
regret a job, yes.
Okay? Then you asked me what do I see in my YouTube channel. And
but that was a while back that I asked you.
Anyways, I heard it the way I heard it. So anyways, what's up?
Okay, yeah, we're in 18 minutes now, so do you regret it?
If we go a little bit longer, that's fine because I'm the one that's editing this video, okay?
Sorry, guys. I gotta make sure.
Yeah, it is 2 o'clock. So
2 o'clock, so yeah.
We're leaving in 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
All right, guys. Sorry for the way it was moving. I should make a last question. Any jobs you regret after being married? From all the jobs, from the jobs that now that we're married, any of them? You already talked about before we met.
Yes, I know. The job I just left that I got injured at because the way they went all about the way they let me go, and the way they were shady about it. That's the only job I regret. If they weren't shady, I would have not regretted it.
Okay.
But I wanted this session to be get to know each other, not ask questions about whatever. I wanted to get to know each other, like you know, my age, what I like to eat, how long we've been married.
Well, they know how long we've been married.
What's my favorite, you know, clothing designer, or you know, what do I like to do on my?
Well, since you're asking those, she's asking the questions herself. Should you answer them? She's not even answering them.
Okay, so like for fun, I like to color, read books, watch TV, be on my social medias to advocate people, help advocate people. I like to do music videos. I like to be silly.
What's your favorite movie? That's what I was asking you, and
I like all more. Okay,
it's not okay if I ask what kind of brand and you say like Marvel and DC. What is your favorite movie?
okay. Well, when I say Marvel, means every Marvel because I can't choose because they're all the bomb diggity. Okay, but anyways.
Okay, you know what? Let me be specific. So everybody wants. So you say sorry to cut you. Do you want everybody to know you? Romance.
Romance.
Yes. Girly girl movies that I see with you. What is your favorite?
Hallmark Channel.
Hallmark Channel.
Um,
Well, they have movies there. Hallmark Channel. So.
um,
Hey, this is getting to know you. So.
yeah, but like girly girl. I mean, like a lot of the movies I get, people are like, "Oh, those are girly girl movies," but they're comedy. They're under comedy. They're not under girly girl. They're under comedy. Like the recent one is Overboard. That was supposed to be a girly movie, but I thought that was a great ass comedy. You Will Never. I mean, as much as I liked it, I didn't love them, but I liked 50 Shades of Grey. I mean, they said that one was a girly movie too, and sexual, but okay, whatever.
Do you like horror movies?
Sometimes, depending. I could stand Jason. I could stand Freddy. The new It.
Yes, guys.
I want to see. I loved Hellraiser. I didn't love Hellraiser for the way everyone says, oh, the gore and the whatever. No, I loved Hellraiser when I was little because of the way my mind worked. That I was always trying. Until today, my husband gets mad and people get mad because I'm always analyzing a movie. So I probably sometimes have to watch it twice because the first time I watch it, I'm always analyzing like, what's gonna happen? What's this? I'm trying to like jump into like what's gonna happen, you know. And then I watch it again, and I'm just like, oh yeah, I missed that part. Oh, because I was probably thinking, you know, ooh, that's cool. So that's why I analyze too much. So that's why I like Hellraiser. So I want to see the new Hellraiser to see if it's good because everyone said that the new It was like way better than the first It, and I'm sorry, no.
Okay, guys, we're gonna make it the last question because it's already like 22 minutes. Last question.
No spitting on my phone.
Do you know how to drive?
I semi know how to drive. Meaning, I know how to drive. The rules that people say I need to do, I do them. But then other people are like, no, you need to do it this way. No, you need to do it that way. So no, I don't know how to drive the way people are telling me I'm supposed to be driving. But I still will not get on any freeways because I had a traumatic thing happen to me in my life at a young age that I'm still scared. So I'm trying to learn how to drive so I can get my driver license and be a productive driver safely in the community.
One thing I could say, guys, she knows how to drive. It's like 85%. She just needs to practice on some stuff that I know that they'll be asking you when you take a test. Not the test, she'll pass that one. She'll ace the test easily, but the driving part is the one that she needs to park. Maybe since now that they approved the cameras in the vehicles, maybe I could take her down the line to parallel park because you gotta learn how to parallel, and she could use the camera, so it's even better. So that's about it. We're gonna hit the 25, almost 25 mark.
Hey, come here, give me.
All right, here goes.
I love you guys. I hope you guys have a great, wonderful day. Or if I don't make another YouTube video a week, love ya.
You guys have a good day, and you guys won't see me in a tank top the next time because you probably say, "Damn, this dude's wearing another tank top." Yeah, different color. But you'll be seeing me something different, and maybe shave clean, maybe. But see you soon.
It's alright.
I'm thinking about one more thing before we let go. I thought about sort of like Jeopardy, but it's gonna be involved with something with drinks or something. If you lose, you have to drink or something around there. But I don't know.
Write these ideas down, please,
Okay.
in your notebook. 2, please send us comments and ideas in the bottom. We would like to know what you guys think and what ideas you guys want us to do, what challenges, what everything. Pranks, I know you guys are sending us to do pranks, but I don't think I want to do pranks, but we'll see. We'll see. It's not a no. It's not a no. It's a maybe.
Give us an opportunity, please. Give us an opportunity. Don't just check out the few minutes and then take off. Try to stay there a little bit longer, please. Just watch it, please, guys. Just watch it. Just watch it so you can give us comments.